Live from Mount Pleasant's own, this is News Central 34 at 5.
Good evening and welcome to News Central 34. I'm Christina Orlando.
And I'm Courtney Hunter.
Corey Weisenberger of Mount Pleasant is facing jail time after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor in the case of a traffic crash that killed his friend and classmate last summer. Weisenberger was speeding when he lost control of the car, causing a horrific accident that killed Carolyn Kosan in July. Weisenberger entered a guilty plea to negligent homicide this morning. The plea agreement dropped his preceding felony charge of operating with the presence of drugs causing death. He now faces a maximum 2-year sentence. And many students, faculty, and staff members at Central Michigan University are mourning the death of former basketball player and head coach Leonard Drake. Leonard Drake died Wednesday evening at 56 years old after suffering a stroke in his home in Evanston, Indiana. Drake was a 4-year letter winner at CMU in the 70s and was the university's head coach for 4 seasons of basketball. News Central 34 sat down with Coach Ernie Ziegler, who says their team will dedicate this year's season to Drake.
We may end up putting his initials on our uniforms this year, and just so our guys can embrace the tradition, what this man stood for in terms of hard work and toughness, and that he's, definitely one of the all-time greats to don a uniform here at CMU.
Central Michigan Community Hospital in Mount Pleasant has merged with the McLaren Healthcare of Flint. Officers and board members from both healthcare facilities signed the merger documents yesterday. Hospital officials say that no cuts of any kind are planned, and the merger will pay off huge financial dividends for the facility.
Much-needed stimulus money is being put to good use in Isabella County schools. Mount Pleasant Public Schools received $2,832,220 in stimulus funding overall. Holly Adcox, principal of Residence Public School Academy, says their share of the money is going towards 2 main projects, technology and improving title programs. The funding is designated to go towards helping students who are struggling or failing to meet the state's standards and improving the educational process. Researchers at CMU will be working to protect wetlands along the coast of the Great Lakes. Biology researchers will take advantage of a $10 million grant. The grant will give researchers 5 years to collect data on the health of surrounding wetlands. Around 30 students will get to participate in the grant-related research each year. The director of CMU's biological station, Daniel Uzarski, plans to collaborate with other universities in the Department of Natural Resources and Environment. The surrounding wetlands play an important role in keeping the Great Lakes healthy and suitable for tourism needs.
A new report released shows that the stadium security costs at Central Michigan University have more than doubled in the last academic year. Costs increased from $10,000 last year to over $20,000 this year. Security was intensified throughout the facility to increase the safety of the stadium and the surrounding areas during tailgate. Security cost per game is over $4,000 and includes 1 supervisor, 31 uniformed security guards, and 15 non-uniformed security guards. A fund to help Michigan homeowners avoid foreclosures will get an over $200 million boost. Michigan is considered one of the 5 states hardest hit by the housing crisis. The total fund is now at almost $500 million, with the extra money going to help unemployed and underwater homeowners. The Detroit Free Press reports that 230 homeowners have already received the help from the funds and expects more than 20,000 people to qualify.
According to the Michigan Auto Theft Prevention Authority, auto thefts in Michigan are down 16% from 2008 to 2009. Executive Director Dan Vartanian says since the inception of the ATPA in 1986, auto thefts in the state have fallen by 59%. The 2000 Dodge Caravan and 1999 Dodge Caravan are the top 2 vehicles in the most stolen list. A new phase of the cleanup at the Kalamazoo River is underway after a massive oil spill this summer. The Unified Command for the incident has determined Talmadge Creek and the river are both ready for long-term restoration and remediation operations. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources and Environment is overseeing this latest phase of cleanup.
Well, that's all we have this evening for News Central 34. I'm Christina Orlando.
And I'm Courtney Hunter. Have a great night.